What you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
I started late, so it probably won't be a long show. We'll try to go to an auction in the morning, a land auction in the morning.
And we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race.
Let me start Facebook. Give me a second. I think that's working. Then do this. I hate that they started copyright strike around music. I'm gonna have to figure out something different. Maybe like a short piece of music for when I'm like firing up Facebook that I know they won't copyright strike. Maybe we'll figure it out eventually. I don't know. All right, there's that. Change accounts. Like and share. And then one more like. I think that's it. Here we go.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this.
Oh shit. What just happened?
Hey Daddies, it's
My
me,
bad.
the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I am Will Bard, and this is the Cold Beer Confession. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Got a late start. We had Oliver's birthday dinner today that we had to cancel last week, that we did again. And then, honestly, I just lost track of time. So that's my bad. It won't be a long show tonight. Like I said, I'm trying to go to an auction in the morning. I don't have much hope in it now. So what I was hoping was there's a land auction. It has to be auctioned by the county. I'm assuming back taxes or some shit. And it's just 1 acre. And it doesn't look well taken care of. It needs some work and shit. So I was hoping to get it cheap just for the land value, right? Because there is like these 2 sheds that are really rough. And then there's like this single wide on it. And the single wide looks rough as shit. Like, single wide just looks rough as fuck. So what I was hoping was like the single wide is not worth saving, right? And, that way, no one's kind of bidding on the value of the house, right? As like a rental unit or some shit. The problem is that doesn't seem to be the case. It's still in really bad shape, but I could see like some fucking slumlord being like, yeah, we can put a renter in there for $10,000 a month. So, I looked it up. The person who owned it before, the downsides. There's a creek there. The creek is not very big or very deep, but since Helene, I'm like, what the fuck? It's actually called Dry Creek, and most of the time it is dry unless it rains or some shit. There is obviously the trailer and shit would have to be torn down. The single wide trailer would have to be torn down, and it's close to the railroad tracks. But I grew up close to railroad tracks. And honestly, if you put like a house towards the front of the property, I don't think it would be much difference than what we live now. Right now, the railroad track's across the river from us. So I think we could get that distance away. But you'd have to put the house towards the front of the property and have a bigger backyard than you would a front yard. And just up the road, they've built a bunch of new houses recently, like a pretty nice subdivision up the road a ways. So those subdivision people might try to buy the property. A landlord that owns a bunch of houses might try to buy the property. I just think too many people are going to try to invest in it, if I had to guess. It is what I'm still going to try to go. We'll see what happens in the morning. Maybe nobody shows. Maybe there's like horrible weather and nobody fucking shows up because they're like, I don't want to be out in the weather. It does look like it has water power and septic. It's not sewer, it's septic. I don't think the sewer goes. I guess I can look at the road out here, see if there's any manholes. I don't think the sewer goes out that far. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like septic tank. But I was thinking about if I could get it super cheap. So the way it works is, if I could get it really cheap, like below what a raw, I guess a flat finished piece of land with utilities goes for. Cheaper than that because it's at auction. You would think that you would get a cheaper price, not more expensive if you buy it at auction. But, then maybe a house or even a fucking like a nice double wide now. But the way you pay for it is you put 10% down the day of the auction. So let's say you win it for $10,000. You owe them $1,000 that day. And then it goes to the court. And the court might take a few days to a few weeks to transfer it to you that you purchased it. And as long as that goes through, then you owe the day the court says it's yours, then you owe you got 30 days to pay the remainder. There also could be problems that pop up in court. Like you might win it, pay the 10%, and then something pops up in court that's somebody they didn't know how to claim to it, or this happened, blah blah, and then they would just give you your deposit back. So the single wide house frame might be good to rebuild on. I don't think most people would rebuild a 1960s single wide, but I guess you could. I was hoping I would walk around the back of the single wide and there'd be like a goddamn tree through it or some shit, but it wasn't, and it doesn't look like it's like been destroyed by like copper thieves and shit yet, or like squatters. It seems like it's pretty sealed up. The inside the inside was a mess. The woman died like 2 years ago. And she, it doesn't even look like her shit's out of it. Like it looks like somebody shits in there. So it'd be a big cleanup project, but hell, I could make content out of it. I would fucking just turn my TikTok channel into, I fucked up and bought a single wide, and we go from there. Hell, I might, if I was going to keep the single wide at all, I would just fix it up and maybe put somebody that I'm very, very close with in to rent it. But it needs a shit ton of work, a lot of work. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to that in the morning. We'll see how that works out. So I'm not going to stream too long tonight. But we do have some stuff to cover, like Donald Trump telling black people they're monkeys, then saying it was a joke, just chill, then saying, oh, Trump didn't even post it, it was a staffer, then saying Trump did post it, he just doesn't watch full videos. He watches a video he likes, then he sends it to a staffer, they make sure he's not mentally retarded, then they post it. Weird thing. So the president of the United States has the attention span of a toddler. So he's like, I like video. And he has to send it to a staffer. And the staffer is like, well, let's make sure that there's not some hidden secret message in this that the president of the United States missed. And then they watch it for a while, and they also missed it. Either way, he posted stupid video about fucking voter fraud. And then at the end of it, it's got the Obamas as fucking monkeys. And it does come from like this weird meme somebody made, like a Lion King meme. The Lion King doesn't have like fucking gorillas in it. First of all. Second of all, like it doesn't share any of that except the Obama part. Just here, check it out.
A new analysis of surveillance video by CBS News shows a partial view of what may be someone possibly headed up to Epstein's cell tier the night he died. Notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his cell in the early morning of August 10th, 2019, inside this since-shuttered federal prison in Manhattan.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the Epstein. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm slow with things like these. Where did I put the one with the... Hold on. It's a CBS News clip, too. I guess why I got confused. That's not it. So let's just go to CBS News. Hold on. I do want to watch the Epstein clip in just a second. I wanted their clip because it had all the responses in it. Let's just do this. Hold on. Somebody in Facebook is like, you guys, you always think everything's racist. This is pretty racist, dude. I mean, even if it's a mistake. And I argued with a guy, and the guy's like, it's not racist if you have the context. What is the context? What is the context of, here's a video about election fraud, and just at the end, here's a 2-second snippet of the former president and first lady who are black as monkeys. They did take it down, but some of his Republican counterparts are literally calling for him to apologize. He's like, no, I'm not going to apologize. I didn't do anything wrong.
Donald Trump posts this image of Barack and Michelle Obama. Now, before you call it offensive, Tim Scott, why don't you hear the White House defense first? A staffer posted it without knowledge.
Tim Scott was like, I'm praying it's fake. Because this is so horrible. Hold on.
Donald Trump posts this image of Barack and Michelle Obama. Now,
basically what it looks like happened is someone screen recorded it, and then this is the second part of the video. But this is even as a mistake, these types of mistakes shouldn't happen to the president of the United States. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Call it offensive. Tim Scott, why don't you?
Praying it was fake because it's the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House. The president should remove it.
You hear the White House defense first. A staffer posted it without Trump's knowledge. The video actually autoplayed after the 2020 election hoax, and it was the next video. It was an accident. Distraction. The Olympics are here. 2026. Oh, no, stop.
Those are a lot of booze.
Distraction. How about releasing Trump prescription? Remember to take Trump RX rectally at least twice a day. Distraction. Look at Bitcoin crash. Oh, that's because it's in the Epstein files? Well, at least we can all agree Sophie Turner looks awful in the new Tomb Raider show. Donald Trump posts this.
I don't know. It's just fucking wild that. So the first excuse was the press secretary saying, it's a joke. It's about the fucking Lion King. It's a meme. It's a joke. Then it was, Trump didn't even post it. A staffer posted it. Then Trump's like, no, I posted it. Yeah, I posted it. So what are you going to do about it? Like, Trump admits that he posted it. And they're like, are you going to apologize? Nah. Staffer didn't watch all of it like they're supposed to. I just watched the first part. I liked it. I posted it. They even asked him the other day if he believed all those election conspiracies that he posts. And he's like, not really. I watch some of them. I like some of them. I share some of them. I don't believe them all.
Sent it. Who sent it, and are you going to fire them?
No, I looked at it, I saw it, and I just looked at the...
Who sent it, and are you going to fire them? Who made the screen recording, you fucking retards? Like, you haven't figured out how to download a video off Twitter yet?
Sent it. Who sent it, and are you going to fire them?
No, I looked at it, I saw it, and I just looked at the first part. It was about voter fraud in...
What's up, Fell Runner?
Someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud. And I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of a picture that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at
it's some type of image that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either.
The first part, and it was really about...
I just looked at... imagine the excuse we're supposed to believe. He's so goddamn retarded, he can't watch a 1.5-minute video. How does he know he liked the content in the video when he can't even be sure he watched it all? I don't know. It's just wild.
Voter fraud.
Oh, yeah. I'm in an early tonight, too. That's cool. We can do it tomorrow or whatever, Fell Runner.
And the machines, how crooked it is, how disgusting it is. Then I gave it to the people. Generally, they'd look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't. And they posted, and we took it down, and we did it. You know. But that was a voter fraud that nobody talks about. They don't like to talk about that.
So back to the voter fraud. Nobody likes the voter fraud.
The post, we took it down as soon as we found out about it.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you.
Didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look thousands of things.
He didn't. He can't even say I made a mistake. This goes back to, again, if someone tells you that they vote for Trump because they're a Christian and Trump's a Christian, go back to where he was at the fucking National Christian Convention thing, and they asked him, have you ever asked God for forgiveness for something? And he's like, no, I don't ask for forgiveness. I just do better. I've never asked God. How can somebody explain to me, how can you be a Christian or claim to be a Christian and also say that you've never asked for forgiveness from God?
I look at a lot of thousands of things, and I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine.
The reason he can't say he's asked for forgiveness for God because he can't admit he's ever made a mistake. That's just his personality.
They had that one post, and I guess it was a takeoff. By the way, a lot of people covered. If you look at where it came from, I guess it was a takeoff on The Lion King, and certainly it was a very strong post in terms of voter fraud. Nobody knew that was at the end. If they would
sent it.
Nobody
Who sent it, and are you
Nobody
going to
could have
fire?
known. Not a single person could have known that was at the end of it. They are right about it being like this weird meme about the Lion King. I looked it up earlier. The guy who made it in like November of last year, and it's not like the Lion King like cartoon. It's like, I don't know, it's like an AI image thing. It's weird. Hold on, I'll show it to you. Video clip last night. I think this is the one I got it from. Including from some many Republicans called him out, posted initially by an extra. Okay, in October of last year. Copy link address. You can't be a Christian and say you've never asked. Like, that's a core tenet, right? It's the first fucking thing to get saved. Oh, I guess I can't play that. Yeah, it's like an AI mashup thing. I think, honestly, it would have been a better video if they would have used actual Lion King footage, I guess. I don't know. And then there's Trump as a lion, I guess. They're just sticking faces on stuff. This is what Otto played after his video. But again, saying something like, no one could have ever anticipated that was at the end of the video. You couldn't just watch the rest of the video? You can't download video, like you're still screen recording shit? Like, what are we doing? I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, dude. And Trump, he can't be bothered to apologize, right? I don't know. No, I didn't make a mistake, he said on Air Force One, and then he didn't see the full video. I looked at the beginning of it. It was just fine. While that White House initially defended the video, it was met with swift backlash, including from Republicans, who said it's unacceptable and racist, and asked Trump to take it down and apologize. It was removed shortly before noon on Friday. But he posted it last night, and it was removed right before noon. I don't think he was planning originally to remove it at all, but he got enough pressure to remove it. So, I wanted to show. I have the screen recording of it. Here is the screen recording of the full video. Oh, sorry. Never mind. It's taken down. It was just one of those voter fraud charts. It's like Trump was leading, and then they shut down the counting, and look at this spot for Joe Biden. It can't be possible. I don't know. Weird. I want to go back to that Epstein video that I thought was this video. They analyzed some more Epstein footage. So people have been like really, really fucking hardcore going over the Epstein footage that's been released. The prison footage. Really weird that only one camera was working. Really weird that everything was shut down. A bunch of weird things happened. The official story is that no one went in or out of his cell all goddamn nights. But then people start looking, and first of all, the footage wasn't raw. It was edited. There were pieces of it missing, all weird things. Then people started looking, and there's like this little sliver that you can see, like beside the staircase, where you can see straight through to where Epstein's door was. And you see an orange flash. Now, when that orange flash was first brought up, they're like, oh, that's probably an unknown guard moving some jumpsuit, some orange, because it's jumpsuit orange, right? They're like, no, that doesn't make sense because it's like from head, it's somebody wearing an orange jumpsuit. Just watch.
A new analysis of surveillance video by CBS News shows a partial view of what may be someone possibly headed up to Epstein's cell tier.
Why the fuck would they be moving a prisoner or a prisoner moving himself this late at night?
He died. Notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his cell in the early morning of August 10th, 2019, inside this since-shuttered federal prison in Manhattan. And this was the vow of then Attorney General Bill Barr.
We will get to the bottom of what happened, and there will be accountability.
Epstein's death was quickly ruled a suicide, but a technical failure that left only one working camera near his cell that night has created conspiracy theories about what happened leading up to his death. At the time, the Attorney General said no one entered Epstein's housing tier the night of his death. But there's been scrutiny of a particular moment on the cell block surveillance footage where an orange-looking flash could be seen at 10:39 p.m.
See it?
A report from the Justice
Right there. They're like, oh, it was somebody carrying, no, it wasn't.
Department Inspector General notes the flash, quote, it is possible someone is carrying inmate linen or bedding up the stairs. And the final report refers to it as, quote, an unidentified corrections officer. But now, newly released Justice Department documents reveal an initial FBI review of surveillance video on the cell block says the flash could possibly be an inmate. And independent video consulted by CBS News say the movement was more consistent with an inmate.
Yeah, it's like a full fucking body. Like, there's no way they're carrying 8 feet or 6 feet of fucking linen.
Someone wearing an orange prison uniform than a corrections officer. And prison employees tell CBS News it would have been highly unusual to move an inmate at 10:39 p.m. Jeffrey Epstein was found dead at 6:30 a.m.
There's no reports whatsoever of anybody moving anywhere at any time that night.
The following morning. And last year, then Deputy FBI...
It doesn't even look like they have an escort of any type. It's just somebody in an orange jumpsuit by themselves.
Dan Bongino insisted.
There's video clear as day. He's the only person in there and the only person coming out. You can see it.
A separate CBS News investigation last year also cast doubt on how the prison preserved the crime scene, why Jeffrey Epstein's body and some object were moved before the FBI arrived. This does not change the assessment Epstein died by suicide, but these new details raise further questions about the thoroughness, Vlad, of that original investigation. A new analysis of...
It does seem weird. I don't know. It fucking bothered me. Especially now with the Epstein files coming out. People are talking about it again. Pretty crazy. Trisha McLaughlin. This video's on this is actually a pretty good video. I didn't watch all of it, so at the end, there might be like a lynching or a burning cross. Don't hold that against me, because I just watched the first part of it. My video finisher is actually at Suko, so blame her.
Ever been at work and think for a second, you might have just accidentally CC'd your boss on an email complaining about your boss, and then your entire life flashes before your eyes? Trisha McLaughlin basically did that, except instead of an email, it was $220 million in government contracts, and it went straight to her husband's firm.
Based.
And instead of getting fired, she fired everyone that could have investigated her. And somehow she's still employed. Let me explain, but real quick, I'm Lauren Paritra. Please take a moment to make sure you're subscribed, because I need to maintain my lead on Katie Miller, wife of Stephen Little Bitch Miller, white nationalist from Santa Monica behind all this ICE terror, and I bootstrap this vodcast. So subbing is free. It takes all of us to fight fascism. Okay, so Trisha McLaughlin has a job most people have never heard of, and she's the Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs at the Department of Homeland Security.
She's the Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs, and all of their commercials and digital media and advertising, all of their bullshit, her husband somehow ends up with a contract. It goes to a third-party company that was just started like a month before, and that company just, for whatever reason, that's not associated with Kristi Noem or Trisha McLaughlin, for whatever reason, they just decide to pick this woman's husband to get the millions of dollars to make ICE commercials. It's wild, really. Like, I don't know. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. The boss tells the person below her, I want to spend $5 million making a commercial with me in different hats with different guns. And then the second person in charge is like, we got to do an independent bid for this. Oh, looks like brand new Connecticut company won the bid. Oh, brand new Connecticut company picked my husband? Wow. That certainly is fortuitous. Like, what the fuck?
Security, which means she's the person who explains what DSS is doing and why you should think it makes sense.
Videos, and they're concerned that a place like Minnesota is turning into a police state, and they're going up to U.S. citizens asking for ID and using.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of fear mongering going on. I think by the media. But it's not. Hold on, let me just correct you right there. They're watching these videos and using their independence of mind. It's not the media.
Before this, she did Republican political communications. She worked for Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, whose administration...
It was on my word of the day, toilet paper.
Toxic drain derailments and a scandal involving bribery charges that sent Ohio's former House Speaker to prison. And she was also the communications director for Vivek Ramaswamy. While he was on his presidential campaign, the guy who promised to fire 75% of the federal workforce and shut down entire agencies, then flamed out spectacularly in a blaze of glory.
What's up, Jen? Thanks for joining us. I noticed you've been building a new viewer army. Thank you.
They did stints at Treasury and State Departments under Trump's first term. Standard resume for somebody whose job is making terrible decisions. Sound reasonable. Then she became Department of Homeland Security's chief spokesperson under none other than Chrissy Dog Killing Gnome, and things got weird fast. McLaughlin is, of course, married to Ben Yoho. Yoho runs a Republican consulting firm called the
Her husband's firm gets all the work from DHS.
Strategy Group. The Strategy Group.
And they claim, like, I don't even know who got that work. I didn't even know my husband got that contract. That contract goes through an LLC in Connecticut that didn't place a bid. We just assign work to them because it's a national emergency, and they just pick whoever they want. I can't help it if they pick my husband every time.
Been secretly receiving money, $220 million in Department of Homeland Security ad contracts that McLaughlin's office is listed as funding. Contracts awarded without any competitive bidding because Department of Homeland Security invoked a border emergency, an emergency for ads with Chrissy Nome and her Groupon filler face on a fucking horse with chaps. I'm not even kidding.
Literally, this is some of his work. $220 million to follow Chrissy Nome around with different horses, different hats, and different guns. Must be fucking nice, dude.
McLaughlin says she rescued herself and has no idea how it happened. Marriage is one thing, work is
not rescued. She recused herself.
Another. Not even kidding. McLaughlin says she rescued herself and has no idea how it happened. Marriage is one thing, work is another. Her
$220 million worth of contracts.
Office funds the contracts. Her husband's firm gets paid. Ever been at work and think
pretty fucking wild, right? Like, they want to make, so typically this would be a competitive bid. It would be a competitive bid, and this doesn't eliminate the chance that her husband gets picked, right? Somebody will bid. They don't have to take the lowest bid, but somebody will bid. They'll win the contract, and maybe they did a nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and hire her husband's company, right? Consulting company. But when you take the competitive bidding out of it, because it's a national emergency for these commercials, that's just one less way for there to be some degree of separation. Her husband makes all the ICE commercials. She is DHS commercials. She's number 2 at DHS. She literally is the person that issues the bids or the contracts that go out. And she had no idea her husband had won. She didn't know that. She's not involved in it. She recused herself. Fucking goddamn, dude. Slimy, dirty motherfuckers. No, I'm aggravated. Palate cleanser. So what this is.
23-year-old YouTuber, Nick, surely still on his mom's healthcare, drove around sub-zero Minnesota with 2 guys in ski masks and a random guy named Dave, banging on the doors of Somali daycares, yelling, "Where are the children?" Maybe not a great look in the era of Epstein. Shockingly, the Somali community was not very welcoming to this. And they're like, "Okay, you're definitely ICE, bro." And they would close the door. They're like, "See? Fraud." In the video, there was a daycare quality learning center, but learning was misspelled. It's very ironic, or ironic if you don't use ends. But in their defense, I think that was a reference to Shakespeare's King Lear, the play where a king divides his kingdom into 2, gives it to his 2 daughters who hate him, only to find out that was a bad idea, and in the end, everybody dies. Sorry, spoiler. Now, before I get your liberal claps, let's also acknowledge there is fraud in Minnesota, but the fraud is already under investigation. In 2021, an organization in Minnesota, Feeding the Future, which is also what I call when I overeat, they said they stole $218 million in COVID relief funds. 82 people were indicted. 72 of them were virgins. No, sorry, 72 of them were Somali. Sorry, I don't. The founder of this organization was a woman named Amy Bach, which, as you can tell, is a very authentic Somali name. I don't know what part of Somalia she's from, but send her Bach, okay? It's not hard to accuse people in a group without being racist. Like saying the Somali community is committing fraud, that's racist and inaccurate. Saying some people in the Somali community are committing fraud because Somalis be pirated, that's still racist, but more accurate, okay? It's also really annoying that everyone now is calling them Somalian. It's Somali, okay? Somalian sounds like an alien. It's Somali, like Pop Somali. See? We're leering. Some are even claiming some of this money is being funneled into a militant group in Somalia called Al-Shabaab, not to be mixed up with Al-Kebab, which is a great restaurant, highly recommend, 5 stars. Al-Shabaab is basically a friend of Al-Qaeda, like our president. There is no evidence money has gone to Al-Shabaab. Even if it was, it would be coming from the United States government. So it's basically big terrorists funding little bro terrorists, you know what I mean? I'm kidding. Only one of them bombed Nigeria this Christmas.
I have seen stuff about the kidnapping. It seems pretty crazy.
Clearly, there's only one solution: regime change in Somalia, right? If only there was an opposition government already ready to go. One that had a similar name to Somalia, but was like slightly different. Like not Somalia, but like Somaliland or something like that. Like Candyland, but for Somalia. What's that? There's a Somaliland already? Okay, but if only Somaliland was backed by a fierce military from the West. Oh, Israel was the first to recognize the state of Somaliland? Oh, wow. You guys are always one step ahead, aren't you? Thank you, Israel. You know what? Give them $10 billion. Make it $12 billion because baby needs her fighter jets. Great work, Nick Shirley. Can you go to Tel Aviv next to see where our money went?
Well, he just got back from Tel Aviv before he did this video.
Not. If you ask any Somali person, they're typically not a fan of Somaliland. In fact, most Somalis will tell you they're trying to divide our kingdom. Kind of reminds me of this play called King Lear.
Ooh.
But you would only know that if
Full
you
circle.
So
Full circle.
You've all been red-pilled now. The only way to opt out is presumed to take in Percocet. Or better yet, Pop Somali. 23-year-old YouTuber.
The kidnapping. Hold on. There's been like fucking ransom notes and shit. There's like a lot going on with this. Some people are calling bullshit, but I don't know. Seems like there's a lot going on here. Let's see what we got.
Just moments ago, sheriff's deputies cleared the street in front of Nancy Guthrie's home, telling me that detectives were returning to search the property. What they are looking for at this hour is unclear, but it comes after the FBI has confirmed it received a second message. Tonight, the FBI and Pima County Sheriff are reviewing what's being characterized as a new message in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. In a joint statement, they say investigators are actively...
Someone said they sent a ransom note to TMZ.
Inspecting the information provided in the message for its authenticity. This comes as the Guthrie family has been pleading for communication. On Thursday, the FBI confirmed it was taking an unverified ransom note seriously. It demanded payment in Bitcoin and set 2 deadlines, one that passed yesterday, but left no way of reaching out.
We need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward.
It is unclear whether the 2 forms of communication are connected. It's been nearly a week since Guthrie disappeared.
Wait, I see people saying not. So people are blaming TMZ for not moving fast enough with the ransom note, but they didn't know if it was valid or not. But it said they actually sent it to multiple news agencies, so you can't really blame TMZ.
And new today, the sheriff tells me they're being cautious about revealing how the home was entered. How do you think that the abductor may have entered the home? Was it through the front door?
You know, I'm not going to talk about entry or exit. That's a key portion of this case.
So you saying there was no sign of forced entry?
I'm not saying either. We've not said whether it's forced or unforced.
Let me ask you, why would you not put that out?
Well, because it's critical to the case.
I think if it was forced entry, they'd put it out. I think that it's probably Bort did it.
It is still unknown who took Nancy Guthrie.
What I look at is, do you have anybody in front of you that you go, wow?
No. Don't fall down that rabbit hole. It's not witness protection. Okay? It's not. It's just not.
This is the guy. We don't. Nobody's ruled out. Nobody's ruled out.
Nobody's ruled out yet at this point.
According to the updated timeline, law enforcement...
It was Bortz on the veranda with a candlestick.
On Thursday, there was about a 41-minute window from the time the doorbell camera disconnected.
Yeah, that's what I heard. The one guy that wanted like fucking millions of dollars in Bitcoin, he was just trying to get money from him.
To when Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker app disconnected from her phone, left behind. Within this time frame, software detected movement at 2:12 a.m., but it wasn't recorded. Sheriff Nanos has remained in touch with the family.
They're devastated. It's their mom. They're hurting. Are they doing as best they can? I hope so.
And the FBI has not disclosed the contents of that new message. As the search continues, officials calling on the public for their help. There are 3 hotlines. Those numbers posted there on the screen, Tony.
The FBI was seen on video removing a mounted wire device from the side of a building on Nancy Guthrie's property Friday afternoon.
The camera.
Video obtained by the Fox flight team showed
with breaking news in the search for Nancy Guthrie. Tonight, investigators are looking into leads.
This one's just from 3 hours ago.
After a new message was sent to one of the Tucson news stations.
Meantime, the Southern California man who sent a ransom note allegedly to the Guthrie family is out on bond tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes live in our newsroom with the latest developments. Rob.
Mark, that man from Hawthorne found himself entangled in the Guthrie disappearance case, feds say, by trying to scam ransom money from the family. He ended up behind bars overnight and in front of a federal judge this afternoon in Orange.
So he's already made bond and got out.
County. Meantime, news of a new message has investigators springing into action. On day 6 of Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, a new but vague development. The Pima County Sheriff's Department posting this update that it and the FBI are now looking into a new message regarding Nancy Guthrie and are actively checking its authenticity. Investigators say they don't have proof the 84-year-old mother of NBC anchor Savannah Guthrie is alive, but they do believe she is still out there, her family begging for any kind of communication from the person or people behind her disappearance.
We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom.
What was her mental health like? Bort on the balcony with a microphone stand? Yes, while the Mexicans were painting his new place he's getting evicted from.
Authorities say they have no suspect or person of interest.
Man, I was
fucking Bort was like, I can't believe they're painting the building today. They didn't even give me a minute of time to get out there and get... Who the fuck has fucking goddamn 25 C-stands on their back porch? You retard. And they taped it up and put like paper over it and taped it all up to keep it like separate, the area with his stuff. That wasn't good enough. He made them undo the window so you go out there and pull in all his C-stands, like microphone stands, camera stands.
Technology was as easy as we believe it is that here's a picture, here's your bad guy. But it's not. There are pieces of information that come to us from these tech groups that say, this is what we have, and we can't get any more.
Meanwhile, at least 3 other ransom notes have been sent to media outlets. The FBI has not been able to confirm their authenticity.
I'm just kind of curious if she had like a fucking brain clot or a blood clot or stroke or some shit, lost her goddamn mind and wandered out.
You have this ransom note that the FBI, I think, it may have potential, but it doesn't.
I think if there was forced entry, they would say. They're not saying forced entry because they don't know if they had access to the house or she knew them or they somehow swindled or made a key, something. If it's forced entry, they'd be like, oh, there's glass broken or, they broke into a door or something.
To be going anywhere, as far as they want proof of life and they haven't gotten it.
But another note has led to an arrest here in Southern California. 42-year-old Derek Colella of Hawthorne accused of sending the Guthrie family a hoax ransom letter. Colella arrested by the FBI yesterday and appearing in a Santa Ana federal courtroom this afternoon.
Fucking idiot.
Accused of sending Guthrie's daughter and son-in-law a text which read, "Did you get the Bitcoin? We're waiting on our end for the transaction." Colella charged with transmitting a demand for ransom in interstate commerce and without disclosing his identity, utilizing a telecommunications device with the intent to abuse, threaten, or harass a person.
Blood spatter on front porch.
A federal judge ordered Colella released on a $20,000 bond. He also ordered him to not contact any victims or witnesses.
And with breaking news in this.
Yeah, I know. We just watched that clip. You're here with me, right? The very first clip we watched that talked to the cop, he's like, I don't want to release that right now. That's, I don't want to say. And I said, oh, I bet they're not releasing it because it's not forced entry. If it was forced entry, I think they would release that. And then you said, they said they wanted to keep that secret for now. Yeah, we were all there. Hell, I think I invited you, to be honest with you.
That this second note has gone to KOLD TV, which is a local TV station here in Tucson that received the first note. I have a little more information from KOLD about this second note. And what they're saying is the IP address is not the same IP address as the initial note, but it appears the sender used the same type of secure server to hide their IP address. The new note contains something the senders seem to think will prove to investigators that they are the same people who sent the first note.
I saw a video today, then it was just a regular TikToker, you know, it's fucking people on the internet, and they were raising a bunch of issues with it, and a whole lot of people in the chat were like, this seems fishy, this seems like maybe a scam, this might be for attention, this might blah, blah, blah. I don't know. If it was my fucking family member missing, even if it was a scam, if I didn't know, I'd be fucking pissed about it.
So it appears it's a different IP address, but they use the same software to hide the IP address, and there's something in the note where
they just let the UPS man drive through the crime scene,
trying to make the point that they are the same people who sent the first note.
Breaking news out of Arizona, where Nancy Guthrie's car appears to be getting towed out of the garage of her house. This is the car right here on top of a tow truck. You can see in a second once that police gets out of the way, but that's...
Do they think she brought somebody home with her? Potentially, and there's DNA in the car, maybe?
It's the same SUV that was in her garage earlier from the drone shot. As you can see from this drone footage from earlier, there's one officer on the roof of...
I heard someone mention that I don't know if this is true. I heard someone mention that she was on medication that she had to have. And the kidnappers, or one of them that sent the note, knew about the medication. Maybe they got it from the news, though. I don't know.
Home, which is Nancy Guthrie's home, and I believe over here is where they are focused on looking at perhaps some evidence of some kind, but there were multiple people on the roof earlier.
I don't know that I would put much credit in like a lot destroyed.
You can see this person is standing on the roof.
A lot busted, a lot not functioning, a lot ripped off.
It's unclear why they were on the roof. They did appear to be taking a wired device from that roof, so perhaps a video camera. CNN is reporting that the latest note sent to local TV station KOLD doesn't appear to be a note for ransom. Breaking news out of Arizona.
She's safe, but she's scared. That's the update about Nancy Guthrie. As you've heard, ransom notes were sent into TMZ, which were then turned into the authorities. There was the one that was a fake. That guy was arrested. FBI agents on the presser yesterday on the 5th had said that they were still looking into the other one. Well, Savannah and her family had put out a statement saying that they were ready to talk to the kidnappers. Now, in this ransom note, they say that Nancy is safe but scared, and she knows exactly what the demands are, which is millions in Bitcoin, by the way. Of course, they're saying that if that isn't turned over, there's going to be consequential repercussions. Now, the first deadline has already passed. That was on Thursday. There is another deadline on the 9th. So also, this must mean that they did do their homework about what medication she needs, or somehow when they got her.
God damn, that'd be my luck. My fucking family member go missing while goddamn looking two separate directions. Kash Patel was the FBI director.
They found medicine and are administering it to her. But back to this note, they are also...
Oh, what was that? Hold on. That was something about the medicine.
She needs, or somehow when they got her on the 9th. So also, this must mean that was on Thursday. There is another deadline on the 9th. So also, this must mean that they did do their homework about what medication she needs, or somehow when they got her, they found medicine and are administering it to her. But back to this note, they are also saying that this will be their only communication. They're done communicating, done negotiating. Here's the deal, and that's it. Also, I want to add, it has
maybe Savannah Guthrie's not involved. Maybe she genuinely just thinks her mom's gone.
Come out that one of the neighbors has reported that they had seen this white unmarked van a few days before this had happened, just on the road in their neighborhood.
Told the Post Thursday he reported an unmarked van to the police, who asked him basic questions about what he observed in the days leading up to the disappearance of Savannah Guthrie, 84-year-old mother. It was somewhere on the street. It was a white van, full size, no printing on the sides. It was parked on the street. Said McIntyre, who lives across from Nancy.
If somebody was doing work in the neighborhood, there would be some sort of markings on the van. This case is constantly developing. Make sure you hit that follow button so I can keep you updated.
I hope she's found safe and healthy, and whatever the fucking outcome is, you know, I'm just trying to make a light of it. But if it was my family, I'd be...
Okay, if you thought the Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie case was weird to begin with,
freaking the fuck out, I'm sure.
And I'm not talking about her husband potentially or being in the Epstein files. This is something totally different. This is about the press conference yesterday. Did you guys see the press conference that was held where Savannah was sitting there, I think it was with her siblings, and reading a letter to, I guess it was the people that sent the ransom note? That's what I'm talking about. And before anybody gets bent out of shape, I'm not accusing anybody.
I think it's probably a weird coincidence that they're in the... I mean, short of... Could this be a crazy QAnon person? I think it's a weird coincidence that this has anything to do with the Epstein files. But there's no such thing as coincidences. Short of this is like a crazy fucking save the kids person and fucking thinks that like they had something to do with Epstein and they fucking abducted her and they're going to kill her just because that was the closest target, maybe?
Merely pointing something out, okay? And this comes from a friend who has a photographic memory and was watching this press conference yesterday and literally got chills when Savannah said this line, because when she heard it, she was like, oh my gosh, that exact line was said in a movie and in the same tone and everything. So I went and I found the movie clip, and I have the clip of the press conference yesterday. I'm going to show it to you in just a second. And what I found odd, other than that, is after the line is
I'll check it out.
The way that Savannah just pauses and kind of looks at the camera. So here, take a look at the video.
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Talk to her and you'll see.
Well, that sounds like you slowed it down.
And you'll see.
Talk to her.
And knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Talk to her and you'll see.
Yeah, I don't think that you're digging up. This is like some Q-tard shit, right? This is weird.
Okay, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's weird, right? I mean, is it intentional? Did the FBI help write her letter? Is it a signal? Is it a code? It's weird. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Drop your comments below. Okay, if you thought the Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie...
Yeah, it's a weird code.
Nancy Guthrie's abductor has given the family 2 deadlines to transfer money by, one of which was today.
The kidnapping of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's 84-year-old mother has just gotten even stranger. Nancy Guthrie went missing sometime through the evening on January 31st from her own home, from her own bed. Police went to investigate, and they did declare the home a crime scene. They said Nancy did not leave on her own and was abducted.
Is that blood there?
Also a blood trail found.
But someone said for days they didn't secure the crime scene, and there were just random people on her porch, right?
Outside of the home, and there were signs inside the house of an abduction. TMZ reported yesterday that they allegedly got a ransom note in their email that they handed into police. The police did post a statement later that evening, said that they were aware of this and that they were looking into it and following up on any tips and leads. And then today, the former News Nation host, Ashley Banfield, announced that a law enforcement agent told her that the main suspect right now in the case of Nancy's kidnapping is actually her son-in-law. Her daughter Annie is married to Tommaso Cioni, and they are reportedly the last 2 people that saw Nancy on the evening of...
I don't think so. A former News Nation reporter, first of all, that disqualifies them for me, right? Said that a law enforcement officer told them that the main suspects right now, get the fuck out of here. That might be true, but goddamn. Like, what cop would tell you what the main suspect is?
January 31st around 9 or 9:30 before she was missing. We know that Annie had supper with Nancy on Saturday night. We don't know if her husband was there, but we also know her family were the ones that called in the report of Nancy missing the next morning. Now, police have said they have no idea where Ashley Banfield got this information. She was also reporting that Nancy's car had been towed, and police say that's not actually the case. They said we have not identified a suspect or person of interest in
this is from 2 days ago. Her car has been towed now.
Detectives continue to speak with anyone who may have contact with Mrs. Guthrie. We are also awaiting additional forensic results. The forensic
family, that's a lot more likely. Like no Epstein connection, no Silence of the Lambs connection, no conspiracy, no like something got out of hand, the will changed, people got heated, maybe they didn't mean to, someone gets violent because they have violent tendencies. That makes a lot of sense. And now we're hiding the body and making it look like she was kidnapped. Maybe even potentially behind demands for ransom with no intention of collecting the ransom, but at least if someone's demanding ransom and then just fucking disappears, well, it wasn't me, it was a fucking kidnapper.
Results would be a result from the DNA that was found inside the home. They also said, we are not confirming the car being seized. We are unsure where that reporter is getting that information. So they're not confirming it, but they didn't say the car wasn't towed, so that's unclear. We do, however, know that law enforcement agents are in fact at Annie Guthrie's home, and they are searching for something. Reports are saying that there were a number of law enforcement agents around the home, but one report says that there was actually an officer there with an ICAC shirt on, which is Internet Crimes Against Children. TMZ was reporting that he actually was carrying a box. It had a strap over his shoulder, and they're saying the box is believed to be a forensic extraction device used to access data from smartphones, SIM cards, and more.
Yeah, I don't think he was there because he was crimes against children. I think he was there because he was the closest tech guy that can pull fucking data from the phones and shit like that.
More. The Celebrate Universal Forensic Extraction device that the agent appears to be carrying here can even retrieve encrypted data and deleted content.
This situation is not looking good, and Nancy Guthrie is still missing. I will continue to post updates, so make sure you hit follow.
A shocking police decision in the first 12 hours could have doomed the search for Nancy Guthrie. Sources inside the Pima County Sheriff's Department now claim a critical search aircraft was never deployed during the most important window to find her. Investigators say Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie, was taken from her Tucson home around 2 a.m. on Sunday, but she wasn't reported.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, a lot of people are saying her mental health is really as well, right? There's no signs of it, but it can also come on suddenly, with an issue or a stroke or a fucking blood clot or medication or.
During those early make-or-break hours, insiders say the sheriff's office failed to launch its high-tech fixed-wing search plane, which is equipped with thermal imaging capable of scanning vast desert terrain. Instead, the aircraft reportedly sat grounded for nearly half a day. By the time it finally took off, critics say the most crucial opportunity to locate Nancy may have already passed.
This is the man now accused of texting a fake ransom demand to Nancy Guthrie's family. The FBI says Derek Colella did it shortly after the 84-year-old's daughter, Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie, and her siblings posted an emotional video pleading for information from their mother's kidnapper. In Torrance, Colella's neighbors surprised by the federal charges.
We haven't seen him as much.
So in total, how long has she been missing? Somebody give me around a week?
Over the last year, I want to say. Yeah, but his parents are, everyone kind of keeps to themselves. But very friendly, good neighbors.
Another plea for proof of life from Guthrie's son as federal investigators work on authenticating a ransom letter sent to several media outlets demanding Bitcoin.
There was no other demands within that letter, so they're still waiting for communication.
6 days, okay.
Investigators now laying out a detailed timeline focusing in on a 45-minute window in the middle.
About as long as Bart's been gone, too, huh?
They believe the elderly grandmother was abducted. She had dinner and game night Saturday evening at daughter Annie's house. Family members brought her home just before 10. 4 hours later, at 1:48 a.m., her doorbell camera was disconnected. At 2:12, a Nest camera detected a possible intruder, but it was not set up to record images. And
again, doorbell camera is disconnected. They're not saying how they entered. And it would be so easy to say, oh, well, we found some shattered glass, or we think they entered with force or something. Not saying how they entered means that you don't want to give up the way you think they entered because they got in some other way than by force, right? Maybe she let them in, but you don't want to say that and scare a potential. Or they had a key, but you don't want to say that. Or they knew a window that was always unlocked, but you don't want to say that. I'm leaning more towards family now again.
28, Nancy's pacemaker app disconnected from her phone, which was left behind in her home. At the front door, drops of Nancy's blood.
To anyone that may be involved, do the right thing. This is an 84-year-old grandma. This is an 84-year-old grandma that needs.
I really, 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 really wish I would have fucking buckled down, GI Billed it the fuck up, and become a lawyer.
All right, guys, some new information. This is actually coming from President Trump. He is on Air Force One, and he was asked about the Nancy Guthrie investigation. Okay, I'm going to read you this. Trump said,
she's a horrible mother of a horrible reporter.
We have some clues that I think are very strong, and I think we could have some answers coming up fairly soon. And the reporter said, is this a nationwide search? Is this...
To be fair, if I ran the FBI, all my focus I'd be looking in one direction. What if a guy snuck up from 12 degrees off? I'd be fucked. Kash Patel's the only man for that job.
Is a search going to Mexico? And Trump said, no, I'm not talking about a search. I'm talking about a solution.
That's right.
We have some things I think that will maybe come out reasonably soon from DOJ or FBI or whoever that could be. And the reporter said, a suspect? And Trump said, yeah, could be definitive. So, according to President Trump...
The reason people ask Trump about stupid shit like this, that he has nothing to do with, and people are like, why ask Trump? Is because he can't keep a fucking secret. Right? He can't keep a secret. I'm sure this has crossed his desk. He's asked somebody about it. They know. Have you guys seen the clip about the discombobulator? This is the dumbest motherfucker in the world, right?
Something may be happening big behind the scenes, which would coincide with what we're seeing out here at the scene, because as I told you, they've moved everybody back. The FBI is back on the scene, and they're doing a whole big investigation.
The discombobulator.
The FBI.
That's very good.
The question team is there, and then at the same time, we found out about this second note related to Nancy Guthrie that was sent to ATV.
I am sick of
I am sick of your shit.
When I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
The FBI invited chief election officials nationwide to a February 25th briefing, which will be in a few weeks, coordinated with the DOJ, DHS, USPIS, and the EAC to discuss preparations and resources for the 2026 midterms. With DOJ lawsuits targeting more than 24 states, federal agencies invited state election officials after the FBI seized 2020 ballots in Fulton County, Georgia, amid President Donald Trump's calls to nationalize elections. A public records request showed the email was signed by Kelly M. Hardeman, who identified herself as an FBI election executive, and officials called the outreach unusual and unexpected. This is weird. They're calling all these election officials to prepare for the midterms. State officials said the invitation has heightened tensions and prompted legal preparedness. With Maine Secretary of State Shenna Bellows confirming participation and Nevada Secretary of State Cisco Aguilar preparing to litigate while Fulton County officials contest seizures. Attorney Danny Miller warned that federal law enforcement coordination risks unconstitutional interference, urging civil society to respond amid concerns over DHS partners near polling sites. What do they prepare? Like, we don't typically call all these people the fucking Washington to be like, get ready for the election. We got some changes. FBI invites election officials nationwide to call on preparations for midterm elections. That does not sound good. At all. 16 articles, and almost all of them are fucking center left. 64% lean left. Okay. Damn. That don't sound good. Fox News not covering it all. Hold on. Let me show you the discombobulator. Trump's been running around. So we knocked out the power, the radar systems. We probably used some type of frequency device, like an LRAD, to attack some soldiers. We did a bunch of stuff when we went to Venezuela. Trump thinks that's one thing. Trump thinks that these at least several systems, 10 plus systems that we coordinated to all, which is more impressive, right? That we took these 10 fucking plus systems that all fucking got together, and we were able to coordinate this attack with the helicopters moving in and the fucking Green Berets and shit. That's more impressive. Trump thinks that we used one thing called the discombobulator that he apparently named, he claims, to discombobulate.
It's been a month since U.S. forces captured Nicolas Maduro right out of his Venezuelan compound and sent him to Brooklyn to serve out his life as a barista in Bushwick. And if you're wondering how a military run by these two geniuses were able to pull off that operation...
Trump sounds like Doofenshmirtz, Evil Incorporated. If you get that reference, we must be similar in age.
Turns out they had a little help.
President Trump just told the New York Post that a secret new U.S. weapon was used in that operation that captured Maduro to shut down Venezuelan equipment. He said the discombobulator.
The discombobulator? That sounds like the worst ride at Six Flags. Don't go over there, dude. Somebody puked on the discombobulator. Personally, I don't think our most advanced new weapons should have whimsical names. If I'm shot by a laser that liquefies my organs until they leak out of my eyes, I don't want to tell my family that I was dinky zoinked to death.
The dinky zoink got him.
Can anyone follow up with the president about this weapon?
You talked about the weapon, the discombobulator.
Discombobulator, well, I'm not allowed to talk about it. But what does it do? Let me just tell you, you know what it does? None of their equipment works. That's what it does.
Okay. So you said you're not allowed to talk about it, but it kind of feels like you talked about it? This dude cannot keep a secret. This is how you know there's no aliens. Because day one, Trump would have been like, I'm not supposed to say anything, but they have 3 boobs! But thanks for the lowdown on the discombobulator, by the way. Who came up with this name?
It was my name. I'm very proud of the name.
Yeah. And it is a great name, Mr. President. It does not sound like a weapon in Paw Patrol at all. So can you be a bit more specific about how the discombobulator discombobulates? Like, is it a laser beam or electrical pulse?
Everything was discombobulated. It was, practically a shot wasn't, they were ready.
Right.
And when we came, they couldn't do anything.
You saw this in the video. You could tell.
Tom, it discombobulated everything.
Tom,
Hey, it's a discombobulator. What's it do? It discombobulates, Tom. My daughter loved Perry. That's right. I wish I could make that sound. I would do it all the fucking time, dude. I've tried. I can't do it. The growling sound. Yeah. I wish I could. What did Alexa F do? Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it.
An idiot. What part of discombobulator don't you understand? Do you think I'm just talking nonsense here? This is almost unbelievable. Trump is announcing a secret weapon that disarms the enemy and ruins their equipment and disables their soldiers. This sounds too good to be true.
A senior U.S. official tells us, Senator, that Trump may be conflating several capabilities into a single weapon that doesn't actually exist.
So, I'm sorry.
He's combining several weapons into one system that clearly doesn't exist.
Tells us, Senator, that Trump may be conflating several capabilities into a single weapon that doesn't actually exist.
So I'm starting to think the president might have walked in front of the discombobulator.
That's right.
It's been a month since U.S. forces captured Nicolas Maduro right out of his Venezuelan compound.
I think somebody might have thought they were a bot because they come in and immediately posted back-to-back messages about Save the Everglades. And it looks like they've put bot-like messages before, like a list of Democrats who voted for ICE funding, something about the governor of North Carolina, like headlines, kind of. I untimed them out. We'll see. Hell, I don't know. All right, you guys want to see somebody crash the fuck out? Like literally crash the fuck out? Hold on, we're getting to it.
I need you to watch the video.
All right, this is a teacher account that I follow. Okay. Let's do this. I want to duplicate. Then I want to go to this account. Oh, no, they're gone. We'll find it, though. We'll find it. Don't worry. They crashed out in like 10 goddamn videos. All right, so this is a teacher account that I follow, and apparently the lady who was crashing out was not very fond of this account. Why? Because of this video. Let's see if I can find it. It should say yoga on the board. Nope. She's writing on a whiteboard, and it says yoga. It doesn't matter. It's in this clip as well.
That got posted about me, and I'm about to respond to it at the end.
In English words, can we end a word in a U? No. Can we?
So the board said, I do yoga. And she's trying to teach her kids phonetics and how to spell and shit. And she said it's an English word. And in English words, can we end a word in U? And her class says, no. Now, if you look that up, that is a rule. And I know people are going to immediately say, oh, my God, what about the word you? Right. U phonetically doesn't actually end in U. It ends in OU. That's the phonetic pair that makes that U sound. But if you look at, we have borrowed words like menu, right? Those are borrowed words. Those are not English-based words. And then we have like blue, drew, screw, all those. They don't end in just a U. Like new, we don't spell it N-U. Other languages used to and still do, like N-U. We do N-E-W to make that U sound. But this lady's very upset, and she's a homeschool mom.
Can we end a word in a U? No. Can we?
Really? This is who's teaching the youth nowadays? That's...
By the way, this person is a very good teacher. She's won a bunch of awards. She seems like her class fucking loves her. She makes amazing content. She doesn't fucking dress or do weird things or any... Like, this woman is an outstanding teacher who has a following on TikTok.
No words in the English language can end in the letter U. Okay, then.
The weirdest thing about people...
School folks. Pull them out now.
Hi, I'm Miss Peters.
So today we're
I teach
finishing
kindergarten, which is 5 and 6-year-olds, and I am going to break down no English words and then a U, just for you. So we're going to start with Latin words. Fruit and spirit used to be spelled like this.
So in Latin, there were fructa and a spiritu. But now we've changed them to fruit and spirit.
When they were Latin, when they came over into the English language, we changed the spelling. What do you notice about the change of the spelling? In French, you are going to still see some words that end.
These are borrowed words like menu.
In a U that we
They're not U.S. based.
Those are borrowed. So
or English based. And here's us. We got blue, true, do, and clue. Those all end in UE. We got new, flew, and do. Those end in EW, screw. And then we have you, the word you. But in a phonetic pair, we could spell it Y-U. Why don't we? Because one of the rules, that's not, you know how you have rules in English that are in spelling or whatever that are not always followed. Like I before E except after C, but that's not always followed, right? One of the rules in English words is they don't end in U. Like we don't spell you, Y-U. We could, we? But we don't. It's O-U because it's a fixed phonetic pair that makes the U sound, O-U, or U-E, or E-W. We could spell all these words B-L-U, T-R-U, D-U, C-L-U, but we don't do that in the English language. And that's what she's trying to teach her kids to help them with spelling.
English words, when we hear the oo sound at the end, which is one of the long vowel sounds of you, you'll notice that ooh. We don't really need this E for the sound of it, but we add that E so the word doesn't end
Nice, Itsuko.
Blue, true, do, clue.
Do you know that the word you actually came from the word thou? And people just started slowly changing it?
And then you'll also notice there are other phonograms that we use to spell the oo sound, which again is the long vowel U sound, that don't end in a U. Ooh. So we could spell that N-U, but we don't. We have E-W, so the words don't end in a U.
Most importantly, I really do hope that if you're homeschooling your kids, you and your kids take a lesson of how to use social media correctly. We can use social media for good. We can hype each other up. And most importantly, we don't have to bash something else just because we found something that works better for ourselves.
I wish this woman's account was still up.
Schools are great. Private school is great. Homeschool is great. You do what works best for your child. I hope that helps.
And she was professional about the response. This woman, before she made her account private, made 35 response videos. You couldn't get it through her head that we were talking about where the word originated from. She literally went to Google and typed in English words that end in U and read lists of them. Adu, ahuru, alu, barbu, bayou, bijou, bunchu, bundu. And she made 30, like every time somebody get in their comments and say, oh, well, that's not an English word. Doesn't matter. I don't care where it comes from. This teacher said no words can ever end in you. No words ever. English words. We use them in English all the time. I wish she wouldn't have made her account private, but I'm guessing she got a lot of hates. I should have followed her account earlier before I left comments. Anyways, that's what I was going to show you is the 35 videos this lady made trying to respond to this teacher, trying to go through it. This is where she explains you, I think.
If English words cannot end in U, why does the word you end in a U? Simple answer is it doesn't, but it's a very valid question. The word
bureau. Bureau is a French word, right? It's a borrowed word.
U visually ends in the letter U, but
some homeschoolers are really cool. Some homeschoolers make it their identity. And anytime they see something that they disagree with, the worst one is like, I understand that kids nowadays don't do math the same way we did math. And it's easy to dismiss it and say, that's not the way I learned it. I can do it quicker. I can do this. I know how to do long division. I don't need to draw boxes. You don't understand that they're learning a better way. Yes, they're building on it now. Yes, it seems really slow. Yes, it seems weird to draw out boxes of 10s and circles of 1s or whatever. But they're learning to relate numbers in a way that we'll never fucking understand. And when they complete the way they're studying it, they'll be 10 times faster than we are, right? I get it. We don't understand it. I understand. It makes me frustrated when I have to do it the way that they teach my son. But they're learning they're not just learning like how to do, they're learning the relationship between numbers. It's incredible once they complete the program how well they'll do in math. But the people who make their whole identity is like, I'm a homeschooler and this is why, because this is horrible and that's horrible and blah, blah. Do whatever's best for you. This is a good teacher. I don't know why we're attacking this teacher.
Linguistically, it ends in OU. It's a phonogram that has to stay together because it's those two letters that are actually making the sound, not the U at the end. What language is the word U from? It's from Old.
I like how my kids a lot of times are not just learning like, this short little trick or this way to do it. They're actually learning why these numbers interact with each other this way.
Old English, which turned into Middle English, which is now the English that we all know and love. So I understand visually it's like, wait, what? But
it actually ends in OU. That's like a bonded pair phonetically.
That's only how it visually looks. Linguistically, OU stays together. If English words cannot end in U.
Menu is French. Deja vu is French. Bureau is French. Tofu is Japanese. Like all these words that people are suggesting are borrowed words. Emu is Portuguese. Guru comes all the way back from like Sanskrit. Ragu is Italian. Haiku is Japanese. Bayou follows the same OU rules as you. What she's saying is right, technically. She's teaching the kids a rule that applies 99% of the time that'll help them spell things. No one's going to be spelling new in you because the U makes the U sound. You know what I mean? Damn it. If she brings her account back up, we'll go through it later. I'll keep that link. New artist spotlights. Did I already do this one? New artist spotlight. You know, I like to feature new musical artists when I feel like they got a real talent. And this is one of them. Okay. Move over Brentley Jenkins. I just made up that country musician, but I'm sure there's a Brentley Jenkins somewhere. Bart Wayne, the Bartist, is in town. Okay. This might be the halftime Super Bowl show. I don't know. If this guy isn't signed, Tapusa's going to grab him up. Get ready.
Wanna get back to where you are. Just a boy from misery. And I've been in misery. Met a girl in Tennessee. She the only 10 I see. That girl, she's the one for me. She the only 10 I see. Everything that you want, I'll be. Everything that you want, I'll be. Driving all around this town. Had to turn my car.
It's like if an alien never heard music from our world, and they're like, make a hit song.
To find that girl, I just need her in my world. Wanna get back to where you are.
Wait, there's more.
Got locked up the third time this week. It's the only home where I get good sleep. The coldest days I was on the streets, just trying to find somewhere to be. I wish I knew how to fix these things. Divorced my wife on my wedding ring. All my life I've been suffering. All my life I've been suffering. They don't feel my pain on this lonely road.
Yeah, it's because the shirt looks weird because it's two sizes too small and wet.
Move fast, move slow, gotta go. Life's good, life's hard, you never know. Bills due, can't pay the rent, no food. I can't find my way around it. Late on, my wife left, can't find work. My car broke, water off, my back hurt. My chick man, knocked up, she's throwing stuff. I can't find my way around it. Move fast, move slow, gotta go. Life's good, life's hard, you never know. Bills due, can't pay the rent, no food. I can't find my way around it.
A lot of troubles, real struggles, real problems, real life. Which part hit you the hardest, chat? Look, he's relatable. That's so random and crazy.
Move fast, move slow, gotta go. Life's good, life's hard, you never know. Bills due, can't pay the rent.
Where's a train when you need one?
Find my way around it. Late on, my wife left, can't find work. My car broke, water off, my back hurt. My chick man, knocked up, she's throwing stuff. I can't find my way around it. Move fast, move slow, gotta go. Driving home late from a bar last night. Had a date with a girl, but she wasn't my type. Thought I moved on, but it don't feel right. Speeding down 95, blowing through red lights. A lot of stuff changed, things been strange. Feel like life won't be the same. We used to dance slow to radio songs. Now we lost in a world where it feels so wrong. Let's get back to the time when everything felt alright.
Dad is not taking the divorce well. That is true.
Let's get back to the time when we talked on the phone
You should listen to a song sometime to see how they like normally go.
all night. Driving home late from a bar last night. Had a date with a girl, but she wasn't my type. Thought I moved on, but it
You know who it reminds me of? You guys remember Rebecca Black and her song that went viral? Or actually, you know who it reminds me of? Hold on. There's a brand new country music song that come out. How would I look this up? That's making a bid for the Tapusa halftime show. What is that guy's name? Hold on, I'm just gonna have to go through my search history or my watch history. Give me just a second. Making a strong bid to be the Tapusa headliner. Activity Center. Watch history. There it is. Ben Lapidus. He's got an amazing song going on. I think it might be the song of the summer. For conservative Christian men who hate brown people and are totally straight, this is going to be the song of the summer. 1,000%. You can't tell me it's not. Okay? I
need a girl with the beach ball knockers and a pussy for a butt. And her arms are guns and her legs are trees and she has a dick. And she fucks my ass and she only speaks in cicada clicks. And she's fully blind and she's always drunk. And she's 20 feet tall and her eyes don't blink. And she has a little tail and the tail makes milk. I need a girl.
Pretty good, right?
Knocker.
Right? Pretty fucking good. Here's a full music video. Better than anything Kid Rock's put out in the last fucking century. Girl with the beach ball knockers and her...
Need no girl who gets dolled up just to eat some dinner. No supermodel, super mom, girl boss, breadwinner.
I thought it was Morgan Wallen. I was like, how did you get a Morgan Wallen cover approved?
No Stepford wife who cooks and cleans. Girl boss, breadwinner. No Stepford wife who cooks and cleans and still fits.
Sing it with us.
For jeans, cause all I really need is a girl with big porn titties and an ass that looks like tits, who will tell me that my winky's big even though it's small and it can't get hard, and she'll watch me do my scooter tricks in the driveway while she reads her book. And she's 6 feet tall and she has a really, really big hat. I need a girl like that.
Girl like that.
I don't need no girl who 10 years in looks the same as the day I met her. Don't need no fashionista, insta famous trendsetter. No angel with no attitude, who every night is in the mood. You know it's true. All I really need is a girl with 3 vaginas and some busty milk bags too, who will watch me put on concerts where I dance around to Backstreet Boys, and she lets me dig for buried treasure in the backyard when it's pouring rain. And she's 8 feet tall and she's friends with a talking cat. I need a girl like that.
Pretty good.
I don't need a girl who's perfect, who laughs at all my jokes, who says all of the right things at the right times. No, I need a girl who's made for me, who has all the qualities I've listed so far, plus a few more. I need a girl with the beach ball knockers and a pussy for a butt. And her arms are guns and her legs are trees, and she has a dick and she fucks my ass, and she only speaks in cicada clicks, and she's fully blind and she's always drunk, and she's 20 feet tall and her eyes don't blink, and she has a little tail and the tail makes milk, and she carries around a fetus in a sauerkraut jar, and the fetus is actually the devil in disguise, and the devil drinks the milk from the weird little tail, and she's 80 feet tall and she's got a little British pet rat.
I need a girl like that. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people on the Ryan Upchurch. Ryan had a full fucking relapse or something today. Hold on, I need a girl like that. Ryan on his Instagram stories went fucking wild. Is gonna be burned in my brain. I hope so. It's pretty good, honestly. If you're gonna burn one in your brain, it should be this one. It's his Instagram stories, so we'll have to go through this. Reading these Epstein files, I've noticed a pattern. Remember when I said the smiley face killers will end up being linked as a trained group of framers designed by Epstein and staff to further protection of trafficking organizations. So the smiley face killers isn't even a real thing. Like, there was like some people who died or committed suicide and shit. They found some graffiti a couple blocks away that was like a smiley face in like 2 different places. By the way, Q Idiot, thank you for the donation or not. I don't know if you were here when I thanked you, when I finally saw it. Not that one.
That's my daughter. You gonna, if somebody,
not that one.
My daughter.
Not that one. Not that one.
Sonny Finley, good morning, sugar titties. Everybody's laughing at you.
Hell yeah, get that meth scab off your face.
Yep. It don't matter what you say. You already said you had my ID, so keep fucking with me, you fucking cunt. Johnny Cashville, stop calling my phone, you fucking hemorrhoid. By the way, thanks for all the stuff you told me about Charlie B. I really appreciate it. I'm a fucking boss. All you motherfuckers around here hit me up, call my phone, send out emails. Y'all are all scrubs. You're this big compared to me. Okay? Have a good day.
I don't need no scrub.
It's very apparent a fuck ton of people around here don't like you at all, whatsoever. Man, oh man, the calls and emails we got today.
Okay.
Hey, bro, what's going on? Hey, I can lead you in the right direction. Hey, what about the royalties? Well, you're gonna have to ask Sonny Finley. See, because here's the thing. I'm the artist. Well, us artists have the choice to save our money or not save our money. I've saved a fuck ton of money. So much that I don't give a fuck.
He's going to talk about how much money he has, but he's also trying to throw his best friend out of the house he gave to him. And even though he said he would never sell his music, no one would ever own his music, then he made an exception and said the only person that could ever own his music would be Kanye West. Then now he's saying, if you send me $3 million, I'll make you an album. You can have it.
About no fucking royalties. But here's the thing, I do give a fuck about them for y'all. But here's the thing, it's not my fault they're fucked up. It's Sonny's.
That's right, Bug Dude.
Sonny's gonna fucking fix it. Otherwise, Sonny, you gonna have what looks like a lot of fucking people hitting you up, saying, "Hey, how come my royalties ain't coming in?" Well, you can't blame it on me, motherfucker, because I've been saving my money. The distribution is your job, and you make a boo-boo. Well, unfuck you, boo-boo, I guess. It's so funny too because no matter what anyone says, no matter if it is Sonny, hi Sonny, doesn't matter. What are you on Ryan Upchurch to do? Run every fucking body's company? It don't belong to me? I can't just be like, yep, I'm the president of CDM Chef. Here we go, let me fix everything. Nope, it's not my fucking problem. It ain't my company, it's yours. You fix it, stupid. You're the one who gets fucking mad because an artist, a fucking American citizen, asks you, hey, why are you saying you have a copy of my ID? And they freak the fuck out. Well,
it's your music distribution company. Even if they do have a fucking copy of your ID to fix your social media, who cares?
You artists should be freaked out. Why does one's distribution company have a copy of your fucking ID? All this fucking talk coming from that side. Well, hey, we're all about the business. We're all about the business. Oh, really? Is that why you're fucking single-handedly fucking your entire fucking business? Due to what? Ryan Upchurch asking you some questions that you should be able to answer? So, okay, let me get this straight.
His dealer must have come into town or something.
So you gonna jeopardize your whole company based on Ryan Upchurch asking fucking normal questions and fuck every one of your other clients?
Normal.
You don't do no fucking business. What kind of business is that? In no fucking way, shape, or form should any artist ever have to ask, hey, why is all these
the tattoo across his throat says Creaker.
Invoices deleted out of my fucking email, and why can't you just send them to me? I want to see how much money I made. And then you go to look on your fucking thing with a bank fraud department.
He's asking for invoices that were sent to him 4 years ago that he can't find in his email, that he claims somebody broke into his email and deleted them.
apartment, and they're like, whose number is this that's attached to your stuff? And you look at it, and it's a fucking coworker who don't work for you no more.
Your former manager, and you never updated the info.
Or who disappeared.
Ryan expected his former manager to change everything over and hand it to him on a silver platter before he quits. If your manager's number is attached to your accounts, his phone number for like recovery or whatever, that's because you all set it up that way. When that manager leaves, the first thing an adult would do is make sure he doesn't have access to any of that anymore.
Out of fucking nowhere that they had to talk to get my social medias back. Yeah, this sounds horrible, don't it? That's because it is fucking horrible. Guess what else it is? Absolutely fucking true with 1000% crystal clear truth. So who do you fucking think needs to get on the ball? Me or the fucking distribution company? Exactly. So if between the distribution company that distributes the music sales has the ex-manager attached to my fucking payment submission slip with my fucking email on it, there's deleted emails of invoices from the fucking distribution company. The distribution company is freaking out on Instagram, got everybody calling my phone. The other motherfucker is nowhere to be fucking seen, and I have an ID that he says he fucking has somehow, when I've damn near never been to his fucking office but one time, and now there's a bunch of other fucking identity fraud shit happening that links to my bank account. Well, that's my finances. The only fucking job I have is throwing music in. Do you see how they all link together? Yeah, I have proof of them all linking together. Fuck anybody and what they say. Motherfucker, take me to court. I'll fuck all of you. You know, since they're such fucking businessmen, you'd think they'd be smart enough to take a goddamn motherfucking hint. I'm telling y'all, motherfucker, you got two choices. You better fix this shit. One for me, because, motherfucker, y'all doing a bunch of illegal shit. I could royally fuck your whole life, to be real. But I want you to fix everything for me.
By the way, he doesn't need money. He's like, I could take you to court. I could fuck you all up, but I just want you to fix it. Not for me, but for other people. I don't need money.
Every other artist y'all fucked over. Y'all can either do it, or you can take
I saved all my money, all of it.
Motherfucker, I have way too much fucking evidence of what y'all fucking done. If this goes to a courtroom, motherfucker, you ain't ever gonna fucking be producing another goddamn song in your entire life. Good fucking luck. I got 3 briefcases full of nothing but sound bites, fucking paperwork straight from y'all. Anything I fucking need, I have it. Motherfucker, I probably got a goddamn lock of hair. You never know. What can you do? I've never been in trouble. Never done anything wrong. Never ran no illegal fucking fraud scheme, nothing. I could pass a drug test. Y'all niggas don't want to fuck with me. But if you want to fuck with me, fuck with me. I'll be glad to take all y'all's companies down to the fucking ground.
Sweet.
Threaten me one more fucking time with, I'm ending the killer. Hey, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Do you think I give a fuck? You're gonna have a problem with all the other people you're gonna have to deal with that, well, I ain't gonna be getting royalties now. Anybody attached to my music, Stoner, everybody. And you know what? Here's who you royally fucked. Sonny Bennett.
There's like 3 or 4 more.
Well, didn't Johnny Cashville and Stoner and all them, didn't they just sell their portions of their Upchurch royalties for a whole bunch of money? Well, guess what? Well, that guy's not gonna be making his money back now. Damn. See, this is what you gotta think before you do something, stupid motherfuckers. The ball's in my court. I'm the goddamn boss. I say what the fuck goes, not you. Now,
Ryan can't even figure out how to change his royalties.
Get off here, and I'm gonna go fucking eat dinner and hang out and play.
What's going to fuck up Ryan is Ryan's going to finally get control and say, I don't remember this guy, and I don't remember that guy, and why does this guy get 10%? Why does this guy get 1/2 of 1 point of 1%? And he's just going to fucking kick people off, and those people are owed contractually those royalties.
Call of Duty and get ready for Kalani to come back in town to come back to the fucking studio lodge that I'm fucking building.
Now remember, he doesn't need any money. He doesn't care. He saved all his money. All he wants to do is go home, make good music, and fuck off and play video games. But also,
by the way, to all the investors or whatever that
right here
paid a fuck ton of money for Upchurch royalties from Stoner and whoever else, well, I'm gonna tell you something. One, if you want to buy Upchurch shit, you just come straight to me.
Oh.
You want a fucking album? All right, give me a couple $1 million.
I thought you said you'd never sell out your music to anybody, and you would always own 100% of all your music, unless Kanye West.
I'll make you one. I'll give it straight to you. 100% royalties. Boom, done. That way you gotta fuck with none of these monkey-ass motherfuckers. I'm telling you, I'm the biggest music boss that is a local that anybody's ever fucking laid eyes on. Period. Now, Sonny, enjoy all the fucking phone calls from these big rich motherfuckers that done paid a bunch of money for these royalties that you just fucked up. And by the way, all y'all big wigs spending all this money with these dumb motherfuckers, well, you should just come to me and get the music straight from me. That's how it should be anyways. It's this simple. All you...
I don't know what B. Loose, Brandon Lucy, is working on now. His company, A Loose Vision, basically hasn't done anything since fucking Upchurch, right? This was, how fucking long ago was this? 161 weeks ago. But, I mean, that's pretty impressive. 280 million streams, 5.1 million listeners for 13 million hours in 181 countries. Not bad.
investors that are in
I
these
mean, they made a lot of money together for sure.
spots or whatever to put music wherever you need to, whatever, like for like
See you, Weld.
or fucking a commercial, whatever it is.
Thanks for joining us.
Here's what you do: come to me, say, hey, I need this style of album from you. I'll say, okay, give me $3 million. I'll go make it for you. I'll
$3 million. I'll make you any album you want, and you can have it forever.
give it to you.
Sounds like he actually does need money. In the next video, he goes, actually, if you do it today only, I'll offer a discount for $2 million.
You do whatever the fuck you want to with it. It's 100% yours. Done. Deal's over. And guess what? They make their money back in less than a year. And me, I'm on to doing something else. I'm on to making my own fucking music instead of freelancing music and making it exactly what they want. Boom. You see how easy that is? It's so easy. Then look, you start doing it that way, and what happens? Well, you can make money in the music industry and not have to do no dirty shit. Not scamming nobody or tricking nobody into signing nothing.
You seem like a good guy, Weld. I don't know why fucking Atsuko is always talking shit about you. I haven't seen any of those qualities she says that you seem to show. I don't know. She's starting shit, I guess. Based.
Or all this court and stress. Nope, it's just 1, 2, 3.
The problem would be, the only reason people listen to Ryan's music is the fact that he fucking like pounds it down their throats, shares it. If he made music for you and you owned 100% of it, what would be his incentive to advertise it or to get his followers to even listen to it? There wouldn't be one. He already made his money. Damn it, I hate that.
You ain't doing nothing illegal. You're buying music. Buy it. Here. Boom. Done. That way, the independent artist gets to be the independent artist. But when the mainstream needs something made, you come to the independent artist. They make it for you, and they just fucking sell it to you. 100% masters. Here you go. Who wants to be the first pioneer to do that around here, huh? Hit your boy up. I'll tell you what. The first person that does it, I'll knock off $1 million. $2 million, I'll do that for you.
$2 million. $2 million.
And you'll see how much money it'll make, and the industry will never be the same.
He ain't worried at all, and it shows that Sonny Bama was watching his reels. I'm sure you're talking about him and his business. That doesn't mean he's worried. Let's see if we can go find Sonny Bama. Where's the search thing? Is that him? Probably. I don't know if I don't think he's addressed any of this. As far as I know. River Church, Life Church, there's a church post. Yeah, this is from 23 weeks ago. I don't think he's addressed any of it. This is the guy that owns Command Shift, the music distribution, social media, all that stuff. Producer, music professional, tech junkie, and co-founder at Command Shift, commandshift.com. Is the one Ryan's always calling out. Saying that recently he's been calling out. He didn't call him out before until Ryan now thinks that he's part of the scam too. So the one that cussed him out and is like, "Watch your fucking mouth," or whatever. I don't know. Ryan's fucking wild, dude. He's wilding out over here. Also, what about, you guys want to see some real white woman drama? I'm going to play this video, and you tell me when the point in that video is. You got to watch close. You tell me where the point in the video is that you would have crashed out. I don't want to ruin it for you. You tell me where the part is that you would have crashed out. This is a horrible interaction this woman had at a local business. I mean, horrible, horrible.
I am so mad right now. I normally go to 7.
There is a voice actor that I watched where he gets royalties all the time. I guess he did some acting and some voice acting and stuff, but sometimes he'll get royalties and they'll be like a 7 cents, and sometimes he'll get and it'll be like $1,500 or something, you know? All right, listen. When would you crash out, chat? I can't. I'm so mad, I can't even think about this video right now.
I am so mad right now. I normally go to 7 Brew in Hattiesburg on Hardy Street. I love them. They are the sweetest kids that work up there. No issues. Well, today I had to go to TJ Maxx. And so I was going to go by the one that was at TJ Maxx. Now, need I mind you, I go by 7 Brew way too much. Way too much. So I pull in line. There's not really anybody there. And I am on the inside part of the line, on the inner part of the line.
Okay. Stay with it.
Pull up. There is one car in front of me. The girl kind of walks over there from the little...
I think, honestly, we should probably petition Trump to put the flag at half-mast for this.
Desk thing, takes my order, and then says he'll take your payment up there. Well, I assumed that...
All right, so she ordered... Wait.
The girl kind of walks over there from the little desk thing, takes my order, and then says he'll take your payment up there. Well, I assumed that they meant underneath the little awning. So I pull up and this guy walks over there with his tablet. He said, "You were supposed to stop right there." And I said, "I was already right there. What are you talking about?" I was literally right there. Never said anything else. Put the thing up there, took the payment. Once again, I tried to say, "Hey, I was already parked there," and she made it out like I needed to pull up. Nothing. Just turned around and walked off. I've done one other Google review my entire life. Nothing. It's never been that bad. So I jumped on Google a while ago.
Wait, that was the whole tragedy? That was it? So she pulls up, someone comes and takes her order, puts it in for her on the tablet, and says, "You have to pull up to make the payment." The guy comes up to him and said, "Oh, you pulled up too far. We usually take the payment right there." And she's like, "I was already there." He takes her payment, and then she said, "I was already there." And then he walks away, and she goes to Google reviews. Wait a second. That was the whole thing?
He walks over there with his tablet. He said, "You were supposed to stop right there." And I said, "I was already right there. What are you talking about?" I was literally right there. Never said anything else. Put the thing up there, took the payment. Once again, I tried to say, "Hey, I was already parked there," and she made it out like I needed to pull up. Nothing. Just turned around and walked off. I've done one other Google review my entire life. Nothing. It's never been that bad. So I jumped on Google a while ago, and the last few reviews are regarding the people at this particular 7 Brew and their rudeness. So 7 Brew, you're going to have to do something because that's not going to cut it.
Surely she made a follow-up. Like, people are like, "Oh my God, you think they'll cancel school over this?" Like, what the fuck? So let's say they were wrong and the lady told you to pull up too far. He walked to you. He took your payment and said, "Oh, we usually take the payment back there." You yelled at him twice. He didn't engage. He took your payment and you still got your coffee. What the fuck happened? Jessica.
Hey guys, I've got a few minutes. My husband just went for a run, so it's just me and Beckett here.
This says, following up from my video on Friday.
You may hear him in the background. He's playing and watching Mickey Mouse. But I just want to take a second and address the video that I posted Friday that went viral. First off, let me say that I was mad when I left there. I let the enemy get the best of me. Normally, I would not have posted anything like that, and I did.
You mean those high school kids that work at the coffee place? The enemy.
I've got a few minutes. My husband just went for a run, so it's just me and Beckett here. You may hear him in the background. He's playing and watching Mickey Mouse. But I just want to take a second and address the video that I posted Friday that went viral. First off, let me say that I was mad when I left there. I let the enemy get the best of me. Normally, I would not have posted anything like that, and I did. And what happened, it went viral, and everyone has saw it, apparently. I actually had somebody ask me about it last night.
Oh, let's play a game. Let's play a game. You want to, chat? Guess. I have not looked, okay? I have not looked. Guess what her bio says on her TikTok page. I'm going to guess Southern mom, Christian. Let's finish the video, then we'll check.
And I was like, they were like, I saw your video, it's going viral. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I feel bad about it. And they said, why? And I said, because I just never expected anything like that to happen. The comments weren't bad. There was a few, but I can't read them all. My phone's been going off for 3 days. But with that being said, Seven Brew did reach out to me. The manager apologized. She offered to compensate me. I told her it wasn't necessary. I wasn't looking for anything like that. Just basically appreciate her addressing the situation.
Somebody remember my guess, because I'll forget it.
That's it. I was mad when I left there. One comment that I do want to address is that I saw someone say, well, it sounds like to me you're trying to get him fired. I promise that is not the case. That never crossed my mind. He is doing more at his age than some do, even older ones, and props to him. That's wonderful. But with that being said, is that I feel like these younger generation has to learn when they finally do get a career and they go out in the real world.
Maybe he's having a shitty day, lady, and you're the one who pulled up too far.
Real world, it's not coming out right, and they graduate high school, graduate college, different things like that, and you can't do that when you actually have a career. Employers are not going to put up with it type situation. We shelter our kids a lot. I have a 16-year-old daughter. And
your son's name's Beckett. I'm sure your kids are sheltered. Yes.
And it's opened my eyes to so much that I see the way the kids talk to adults, their parents, their teachers, different things like that.
By the way, the only thing he said to this lady is, you were supposed to stop back there. That's it.
Kids were not raised like that. I'm not saying he was. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just in general. I was not raised like that. So what he said to me threw me off really, really bad. I really do wish the best and everything. I will probably go back to Seven Brew next week. I just wanted to address that because
don't go back.
That's not the case.
Lady, they've seen the video. Do not go back to that Seven Brew.
Like I said, I just had a little bit of a lapse and let the enemy get
to a different one.
And
the enemy.
Like it happens. We're in 21 days of prayer and fasting, and things happen. But I just wanted to address that, and I appreciate Seven Brew reaching out to me and addressing the situation. So thanks. Hey guys.
I said Southern Life, Christian mom. Let's see. Ba-da-da-da. Christian. I got two of them. Christian, wife, mom of 3. The enemy got the best of her, guys. He literally said, you're supposed to stop back there. And she's like, I was already back there. Beep, beep. Thank you for your payment. I was already back there. Okay, bye, ma'am. He didn't engage with her. What the fuck is wrong with these people? People are like, listen, bitch, I'm on a ban warning already. And you are getting me all sorts of riled up, okay? This new wave of MAGA seems like, I feel like they printed these MAGA supporters off on a big MAGA supporter printer. And sometimes the bandwidth just wasn't there, right? It skipped a few lines. It smeared a little bit. It prints out good little MAGA soldiers. But sometimes it's that one must have got hung up in the paper fucking tray or some shit. Check this one out.
What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video. And you'll never guess what happened to this man. He tried to assassinate my president. But nah, he failed because he's a failure in life. 1776, you're not getting out. He has got sentenced to life in federal prison for the attempted assassination of my president, Donald J. Trump. Ryan Wesley Ralph. He's a 59-year-old former roofer and political activist from North Carolina. And this man failed terribly at trying to kill my president. And now he's going to be there for life. And they're going to be taking his butt. They're going to be because people want to get, pardoned. So, they take this man, give it to him. You might get a pardon. You never know. But yeah, so, That was when on September 15th in 2024, he was at Trump International Golf Club. You know, that's where he tried to,
absolutely not.
Trump, and they got him. He terribly failed. They caught him. He was in his little vehicle. They just ran up on it. Boom, they busted him. He had the weapon on him. Bam, they had the video, and it was all over. And yeah, goodbye.
Well, he says that other inmates are going to fuck him for a Trump pardon.
Oh, and yeah, he's going to be fresh meat because people are going to want to get pardoned, and they're going to give it to him good. Follow, like, share, subscribe for more. What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video. What's up, everybody?
There will be bloodshed tonight. Men threatened to kill J.D. Vance with pop bombs during second family's Disneyland visit, feds say. Okay.
What's up, everybody? I'm back with another video, and this is crazy. These Democrats just keep getting crazier and crazier. So the man's 22 years old. Like, bro, you're in adulthood. Like, it's time to get lit and party and have a good time before you get married, have kids, and you're like,
I can't believe this app is free. I would probably pay for it.
Kind of over. But now your life is over because he threatened to kill the mighty J.D. Vance. He says there's going to be bloodshed tonight. We got pipe bombs ready to go. And this was for his second visit to Disneyland, J.D. Vance's, with his wife, kids, He's threatening to kill this man with bombs. Like, what's wrong with these people, man? You can't do that. You're going to get years in prison. Like, the man's 22 years old, and he's like, yeah, we got pipe bombs ready to go. I hope he's ready. This was like in July 12th, like of the summertime. Summertime's when you should be thinking about getting lit, partying, boom, put a room, put a room, boom, boom, room, put a room, put a room, boom, 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 put a boom, put a boom, put a boom, put a boom, 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 boom. Nope. He's thinking about he wants to kill this man.
Like this one's broke, right? This one's broken. Someone broke this one.
He's the vice president, so he's not doing. I mean, he's doing great for the country, but he's not really doing much. It's Donald Trump is the president, not him. But no, you wanna threaten to blow him up with pipe bombs. It's up and stuck. Marco, he's 22 years old. Marco, he's like, bro, now you're gonna be facing mad jail time. Like, these people are crazy, man. I just can't. I just can't. Like, it's not even all that serious, bro. You should be happy that, we're going to have a powerful country, we're going to have a good economy, but then you want to threaten to blow this man up like a terrorist, which you call everybody else, you Democrats. Just can't. What's up, everybody? He had all the Epstein files.
He had all the Epstein files? This guy? Barack Hussein Obama?
Released none of them. He also
active prosecution and investigation going on at the time.
Had all the Epstein files. Released none of them. He has the Epstein files and released every single...
The most mentioned one in all the Epstein files, actually.
One of them. So, who's hiding something? Who's hiding something? Whose boners are being protected? Explain.
Well, neither one of them are in it.
Two didn't release no files. This man released them all. So, who's the peas? Who's the pedos? Explain.
I feel like I would explain it if I had a large box of crayons. I don't know that we're going to get through it with text. I don't think we're going to make it. All right. Last one, guys. We're out.
You guys do ban like books and stuff
for the show.
Porn?
I think like
porn for children will ban
saying gay in a school you're not allowed to say it or something. Who fucking cares? I mean, like,
who cares about whether little school children get pornography in their library?
Porno?
I mean,
who's got porno in libraries?
You'd be surprised.
Scott, come on.
Brother.
Scott, there's no porno in libraries.
I know, we got rid of it.
What pornos did they get rid of? Dude. Nayland Palin was in a school? What are you Scott, obviously that's like some fucking hysteria bullshit.
There have been numerous documented instances.
Where?
Of in schools and school libraries all
What
over
is
the
the porn that was in the school libraries all over the country? What is it? What is? You're saying something, but I'm just tell me.
Yeah.
Just educate me.
Do you want a list? Or are you looking for weekend reading?
Tell me one.
There have been numerous documented instances.
Tell me one.
Because you can't think of one.
I mean, I don't know what the names of it is. I
You
just
should know the names if you're making a claim.
I should carry around the names of pornographic books?
If you're saying that this is happening, you should say the thing.
Tell me one.
You guys do ban
none,
like books and stuff.
What books?
Scott Jennings couldn't name one pornographic book. Porn. Not just it talked about gay people or there was a relationship between two guys or two girls or two whatever. Porn. Hardcore porn. In kindergartens. Thank you guys for joining us. Consider supporting the show if you want to. That's how we pay the bills around here. Thank you to the donations coming in the last couple of days. I don't think we got any tonight, but that's all right. We'll get some more. Support the show. Leave a message. Use any of those links. Leave a message so I can thank you live on air. The next time I'm live, you can donate while I'm not live. I'll just thank you the next time I start up a show. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Happy birthday to Ollie. We had his birthday dinner. I got some pictures. So I might throw some on Discord. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for being here. See you for the next one. Have a good night. Love you. See you. Bye. If you're still here, Fell Runner, whatever you were making, if you get it, yeah, send it. We'll show it. Do whatever. You said you were making something. Have a good night, guys. Damn, Bug, dude, that's funny. The people who need their own halftime show are the same people who needed their own water fountains. Wish me luck at the auction in the morning. I'm afraid I'm going to get some like landlord or whatever is going to fuck me over, but I don't know how it changed scenes. That was my bad.
Equipped with a quick wit and a 6 cents for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshiping Trump's cock and begging for a...
Yeah, I don't have much hope. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to show up and bid on the fucking, $60,000, $70,000 on the house or whatever. But the land to me is not worth it. The house is not worth anything. I would just want the land for a discounted price compared to what a regular acre goes for.
Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss him off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat.
My sister knows somebody that actually did that. It was like, look, there was like a bunch of investors that like local people that invest in rentals and stuff. And she went around and talked to all of them before the auction. It's like, look, I really need this place. It's for my daughter, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a whole lot of money. And I guess a bunch of them left and backed off of it.
Wait. Stop.
They'd probably tell me to get fucked, but potato.
Stop. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously. My mom's an alcoholic. Give me a... Oh, my God.
Good night, guys.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better
Yeah, mine and my dad's birthday's coming up.
yet.